स्कूल सावधान। कि सुंदर कि आनंदमय एहि विशाल संसार धन्य महाप्रभु महिमा तुम्हार धन्य महाप्रभु महिमा तुम्हार अनंत पार अनंत पार सूर्य चंद्र तारा तुम्हारी आज्ञा रे और संधि ज्योतिराशि सूर्य चंद्र तारा तुम्हारी आज्ञा रे और शांति ज्योतिराशि तुम्हारी कुसुम प्रति प्रभात रे हसई आनंदे आसी धन्य महाप्रभु महिमा तुम्हारा धन्य महाप्रभु महिमा तुम्हारा अनंत पार अनंत पार दिय भक्ति प्रभु हृदय मोहर मेरा जनित्यतनी रे दिय भक्ति प्रभु हृदय मोहर मेरा जनित्यतनी रे सत्य पथे रही तुम्हारी आश्रय जाओ मदीना मदीने धन्य महाप्रभु महिमा तुम्हारा धन्य महाप्रभु महिमा तुम्हारा अनंत पार अनंत पार कि सुंदर कि आनंदमय एहि विशाल संसार धन्य महाप्रभु महिमा तुम्हारा धन्य महाप्रभु महिमा तुम्हारा अनंत पार अनंत पार अनंत पार अनंत पार शांति शांति शांति
All of you take our diary, page number 18. Om Atiniho Adhisnidha. Om Atiniho Adhisnidha. Atyachiti Matyarati Magne. Atyachiti Matyarati Magne. Vishwahayagne durita sahaswatha. Vishwahayagne durita sahaswatha. Asmabhyam sahavare sahaviram raimda. Asmabhyam sahavare sahaviram raimda. O God, we remain far from falsehood and from ignorance. May we never be niggers, we may escape from evil. O God, give us heroic sons and honest wealth. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Now it's over to Soumya Suraj Tripathi for students' pledge.
Pledge. India is my country.
India is my country.
All Indians are my brothers and sisters.
All Indians are my brothers and sisters.
I love my country.
I love my country.
And I'm proud of its rich and wide heritage.
And I'm proud of its rich and wide heritage.
I shall always try to be worthy of it.
I shall always try to be worthy of it.
I shall give my parents,
I shall give my parents,
teachers, and all elders respect.
teachers and all elders respect.
I shall treat everyone with courtesy.
And treat everyone with courtesy.
To my country and my people,
To my country and my people,
I pledge my devotion.
I pledge my devotion.
In their well-being and prosperity alone
In their well-being and prosperity alone
lies my happiness.
lies my happiness.
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind. School, Vishra. Now it's over to Anvesha Raut for today's thought. Anvesha, please unmute yourself.
Good morning, everybody. Today's thought for the day is: we cannot heal the world today, but we can begin with a voice of compassion, a heart of love, an act of kindness. Its meaning is the human nature, its essence, is to feel another's pain as one's own and to act to take that pain away. There is nobility in compassion, a beauty in kindness, and a grace in forgiveness. We cannot end one's sufferings, but we can definitely realize it and take actions to help. Compassion is one of the greatest boons of God. We are fortunate if we possess it. Thank you and have a compassionate day ahead.
Now it's over to Abhipsa Mohanty for news headlines. Abhipsa, please switch on your camera.
A very good morning to everyone present over here in this virtual platform. Today, I, Abhipsha of 11C, going to say today's news headlines. Today's news headlines are: National News. Thomas J. Nettu appointed Archbishop of Thiruvananthapuram. Amravati is Andhra Pradesh capital, says MOS Home. International news. UK expands COVID vaccine to at-risk 5 to 11-year-old kids. Japan Parliament adopts resolution on China right issues. State news. BJP gears up for a star-studded digital campaign in Odisha Panchayat booths. Odisha directs higher secondary schools to update students' online offline attendance data. Sports news, sporting action underway ahead of games in Beijing Winter Olympics 2022. Sri Lanka's Lakmal to retire from international cricket after India's tour. Weather report, maximum temperature 29 degrees Celsius, minimum temperature 20 degrees Celsius, sunrise 6:12 a.m. and sunset 6:50 p.m.
Now it's over to Abhisya Samal for today's speech.
To repay one's debt of being gifted life, you need not bring out anything except a generous heart. Good morning to everyone present over here. Today, I, Avishya Samal of 11C, am going to speak on the topic, the art of compassion. Art is a form of communication not always formulated by words, but rather is an amalgamation of emotions represented by a person as he or she deems fit. But expressing these emotions through our ways and activities is also an art known as the art of living. Being human extends to more than just visualizing ourselves as superior animals. It also lies in the fact that we possess humanity. Staying true to this trait is not only the fulfillment of one's conscience, but is more of a duty towards the world that has been entrusted to us. Compassion is one of the decentralized forms of humanity, yet it is seen everywhere, from big developed metropolises to the deepest throes of uncharted forest lands. Starting from the symbiotic relationship between algae and fungi, it keeps growing in greatness and importance to an extent where one puts their own life at risk for another. Compassion doesn't demand anything in return, but reciprocation comes from the side of a grateful person. It is a wrong notion that many of us possess to only do good amongst our own kind. But the reason for which we have thrived and survived for so long is simply because the earth, along with its joint ecosystem, has showed us compassion and has allowed us to grow. Yet today, we annihilate the very system that has so carefully brought us to where we are. Though we are said to be at the pinnacle of development that hasn't ever been seen in earlier human civilizations, it's time for us to once again learn from nature. Animal systems work in perfect harmony with each other because they understand and believe in one universal mantra, that is, teamwork and compassion. The current COVID-19 situation has seen the emergence of several unsung and unnamed heroes, all of them apostles of compassion. These people ignored the risk and put other people's lives and final rights before their own lives, all due to their staunch belief in the propagation of good and their duty towards being compassionate. Being compassionate through your ways and doing it from the heart with pure intentions will help bring out the best in us. So think beyond the material world we live in now and immerse yourself in the beauty of giving. For showing and practicing compassion is one of the rarest things on earth that doesn't cost a thing and will never cause a loss. Thank you and have a great day ahead.
Now it's over to Jasmine Mahapatra for our next talk.
A very warm morning to one and all present over here on this virtual platform. I'm Jasmine Mahapatra of 11C, now going to make you aware about the necessary steps that one should take to avoid the COVID infection. The outbreak of coronavirus has left everyone anxious about their safety. With the amount of misinformation out there, it has been very difficult to figure out which one to heed and which one to avoid. Coronaviruses are a type of virus that affect the respiratory tract of animals as well as humans. The primary mode of COVID-19 transmission is through the respiratory droplets that are generated and spread when an infected person talks, coughs, sneezes, or comes in contact with another person. The steps for healthy people to follow to avoid getting infected are: avoid touching your nose, mouth, or eyes too much unless your hands are washed. Whenever you go to a public place, you should always keep a mask with you. You shouldn't reuse face masks or gloves and dispose them right away. If you're in the same room that of an infected person, then you should always have a mask with you. Always maintain social distancing. Immediately after you cough or sneeze, and also at other times, wash your hands for at least 20 seconds with soap water or use an alcohol-based sanitizer. Restrict your activities just to your home and avoid going to your school, workplace, or any other public areas. You should also try to avoid public transport as much as possible. Avoid sharing personal items that you use on a daily basis, such as drinking glasses, dishes, and towels, away from your friends, family, and pets. Clean surfaces and objects that are prone to high touch, like some of the surfaces such as doorknobs and tabletops that are accessed by everyone. In case one is diagnosed with coronavirus, then your healthcare provider will decide whether you need to be hospitalized or home quarantined. In case you are asked to stay at home, then you should follow the earlier mentioned steps and also adhere to the steps that will be mentioned now before you return back to your normal activities. Keep yourself restricted to a separate room and also use a separate bathroom if possible. Moreover, it's important for infected people to stay away from pets in general. Cover your mouth while coughing or sneezing. It's also good to throw away the tissues once you have used them. Monitor your symptoms. In case you feel that your symptoms are worsened, then you should contact your healthcare provider to get yourself checked. You should remain in home isolation until your healthcare provider feels that the risk of secondary transmission are low. Do follow these above steps to stay safe. A healthy body is a healthy life. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.
Now it's over to Sir Mr. Ajay Kumar Samantray for teacher stuff.
Good morning, everyone. Revered Principal Madam, respected colleagues, my dear students. I have already read a book from a school library. That book is The Thoughts and Synthesis of Science and Religion. This book contains many papers of Nobel laureate, eminent thinkers, spiritual leaders, and many scientists. It contains different aspects of life, quantum consciousness, the origin of species, and the differences between the conscious of mind and conscious of matter. It includes also different papers which are presented in International Congress of Synthesis of Science and Religion in 1997 in Calcutta. Actually, science and religion are inseparable. There should not be no clash between science and religion. Albert Einstein rightly said that without science, religion is lame, and without religion, science is blind. So therefore, science and religion should move together. In 1945, America dropped atom bomb, first deployed atom bomb over Hiroshima. Instantly, immediately, 10,000 people killed and 8,000 people are affected. After that, Albert Einstein confessed and told one thing, that it is easier to denature plutonium than to denature the evil spirit of man. So it should be eradicated, the evil spirit should be eradicated with the means of religion, and it should fulfill the science. So therefore, science and religion should meet and shake hands. Otherwise, the progress of the nation, progress of the society cannot be possible. Therefore, science and religion, when embraces each other and fulfills keenly and enhances the spirit of consciousness, then a world of harmony will be possible. Thank you, everybody. Have a nice day.
School, सावधान। विरल निर्मल सलिल सदय ज्ञान प्रदायिनि ज्योतिर्मय हो चहुं दिशि उद्घोष भय प्रिय विजय जय प्रिय विजय जय प्रबल प्रवाहमयी नित नूतन जीवन दायिनी सदा सनातन वेद प्रणीता परम पुनीता धारा अक्षय विजय जय विजय जय दयानंद से प्रेम भक्ति ले हंस राज से त्याग शक्ति ले धर्म भक्ति का राष्ट्र शक्ति का ओ दिन मान उदय विजय जय विजय जय सुख समृद्धि इसकी लहरें प्रेम शांति इसके तट ठहरे सघन शांतिमय प्रबल क्रांतिमय लिए अटल निश्चय लिए विजय जय लिए विजय जय। स्कूल विसर्जन।